Hello and welcome everybody once again to North Auto Reviews. Today I want to talk about a few things that come to the channel. If you're curious to know why not much has happened and I'm giving these episodes, it's because I'm working two jobs. In this economy, it's almost detrimental to have to work this much. Why? Because it's the only way you can get by. One job to pay the bills, the other job to pay for the fun. Or at least maybe if some cases you don't get to have that. So the second job pretty much covers any expenses for the future. Like a rainy day kind of money. I'm blessed where I can work two jobs and still have some of that money for fun. I am not as fortunate. I'm more fortunate than others, and then there's others who are more fortunate than I am, but that's just the way it is. But the one thing I have to complain about, that's the big kicker nowadays, is the price of gas. Just this morning, here at my local Wawa, right by my work, when I came in, gas was $4.39 a gallon for regular 87 octane. Within a couple of hours, it jumped up again 20 cents. What the actual hell? Now I'm lucky I have here my Japanese shit box, but it's not much of a shit box. It's got 58,000 miles on it. But I have a Japanese beater. 4-cylinder. It's good on gas. It's manual. I made arguments back when I was in college how much better manual is for fuel economy and for durability, as for also maintenance. In this economy, maintenance is everything with your car anymore. And the manual transmission is a dying breed. You can still get cars with a manual, but they're more expensive right now than cars are. You get yourself an old one with an old car with a manual transmission, it'll do you wonders. I here can sit and control my throttle, my gear, and I have this Scan Gauge 2 attached to my Scion. I've had for a while because I wanted to modernize it a little bit compared to my BMW and whatnot. I want to be able to read my current RPM, my speed digitally, my current miles per gallon, and then my active miles per gallon, or the live feed of miles per gallon, you know. So right now, when I take my foot off the throttle, it just goes all 9 miles per gallon. But right now I'm averaging, at this moment, 20.5 miles per gallon. It's not bad. This is after something I would advise you get if you don't have one of these on your car. It connects OBD2, and I'm not sponsored by Scan Gauge. I've just been using it because I wanted something to modernize my car. But I can sit here and actively check what I'm getting as my fuel economy, and it's pretty accurate. Because I'll have days where I drive to work and it's roughly 31, 32 miles a gallon going, and then I'll get roughly coming home anywhere from 24 to 26 miles per gallon. So even though I'm early in my driving bit right here, I'm just about to cross 23 miles per gallon on an average. So I'm at 22.9. I'm keeping my throttle just north of 3,000 RPMs in 5th gear. And I just crossed 23. I'm almost at 23.5 miles per gallon. And I'm maintaining a speed of 65 miles an hour. This is all digitally. I'm not even looking at my cluster right here. I'm looking right at that gauge. 23.7 average miles per gallon. This is great. And if you're trying to save some money, this is the thing to do. Especially in this economy, you want to try to get the best out of your fuel. And I find that I'm driving roughly 300 miles in 2 weeks. That's from work, from home to work, work to work, work to home. I'm filling up every 2 weeks at regular. Sometimes I'll treat my sign on here. I'll treat Suki to a good meal of 93 octane just to get some of them fluids going and just to give her a little kick. But this is usually what I'm getting on average. And I have here my actual build sheet from when she was new. I got her off the original owner. The original owner kept the sheet right here. So city, I got 22, 29 I'd get on the highway. And what's the combined? It doesn't say much on combined. Let me see here. Combined 12 to 38 miles per gallon on the city, 17 to 46 on the highway. And back then, the estimated average fuel cost was just over $1,000. Can you believe that? Holy hell. So then, for actual mileage, that's for that was comparison. Alright, so for here, it would get between 18 and 26 in the city, and 24 to 34 on the highway. Alright, whatever, fine. It says it's all right here. I'll pull it up right here. And new, my Scion costs just north of $17,000. I got Suki for a steal. But these gas prices, man, I can understand if people are not going out spending money like they need to be, or they're making tougher choices. And this is sad because, like, right now, I know my fuel economy is going to go down because I hate the heat. And I need to have the windows up to be able to talk. Outside it's 76 degrees. It's beautiful outside, but you're not going to be able to hear me because I don't have a proper microphone for this camera, or at least for this phone. $4.59. That is sickening at Wawa. There's other gas stations I know for sure, but like Wawa is usually the competitive gas station I go to. It's the only one I usually go to because I have a card there and whatnot. Another good thing is I have the Wawa app. If you're on the East Coast and you're looking to save a little bit of money, the Wawa app, I know for sure, if you have enough points saved up, you can actually earn points or use your points to get fuel off your savings. You can save money. There's up to however many, I think like 1,500 points, or your Wawa points, and you spend that, and you can get 30 cents off every gallon of fuel. That's great. That is great, especially if you have a 13-gallon tank. 30 cents, that's 10. You're saving like $3-4. That gets you like at least almost an extra gallon. So, in that sense of the word, there's other fuel apps out there, but Wawa's the only one I know that's true. The only thing that sucks is that New Jersey doesn't allow that to happen. So if you're outside New Jersey, you can use it. Inside New Jersey, you're screwed. I hate it. I can't wait till I go on my vacations to be able to use the Wawa app. So, and in other news I'd like to convey is I just confirmed yesterday we are going to be using a project car. It's going to be a car that not everybody likes. Actually, most people will probably agree it's one of the worst cars to ever own, in the sense of reliability, and it's just all around dog crap. So I'm hoping to be able to get some shots of it. It's a definite project car in the sense that it's newer. It's as old as Suki. It's 05, I believe. If not, I could be wrong. But Yeah, it is a Chrysler PT Cruiser. It's my dad's. It's been sitting for quite a while. It needs a lot of things. It needs tires. It needs a battery for damn sure. It possibly needs a computer because these PT Cruisers are always in need of a computer for some reason. At least in my dad's case, he's got the worst luck with that car. I would also say he needs to have put in a good detail because it's been infested with mice. Also, I would say it needs a lot of TLC for the most part. The paint is coming off the top. The clear coat has pretty much been shot. So I'm gonna have my brother gonna come on. It's gonna break some rotors, but that's all trivial. It's gonna need an oil change, which is trivial. Spark plug tune-up, trivial. All this other stuff is gonna be trivial, but it's gonna be something where maybe we can see if we can actually revitalize loving it. The car that you can actually fall in love with is a turbo. So it's the 2.4 turbocharged motor Chrysler made for that car and for, I believe, possibly the Dodge Neon SRT4. So maybe we can even kind of tune it a little bit or put maybe a bigger turbocharger on it. Who knows? So yeah, pretty much that's just an update. I want to be able to put something out for you guys to be able to check out and eventually have some content to look at. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one.